Magic 89.9.
Hi, welcome to Pets in the City. We're back. It's a Monday. I'm Tina Ryan, and with me is...
I'm Dog Coach Francis, and your go-to guy for behavior tips, training advice, and everything in between.
Special Monday night, Coach, because once again, we are jam-packed. We have two beautiful guests. One's a vet. She's coming up next hour. We also have, as you can see her on playback.tv/magic899. That is Miss Suzanne Llanera. We're gonna be talking to her in a bit. We're gonna ask her to relax this time. She is with, she is the executive director of the International Wildlife Coalition Trust, or IWCT Philippines. So, Miss Suzanne, hang in there. We'll get to you. Just give us a few minutes. We also have a new segment.
New segments that we'll be introducing. So we'd like to get your feedback. And then this is something that you can join in, okay? So we have to read a few things, Tina, for the new segment. Don't forget, we actually missed out on the intro a little bit.
Okay, go do it.
All right, so it's two breeds, one showdown. Who's the top dog? It's the breed battle.
So it's time for the ultimate showdown of paws and personality,
where we pit two dog breeds against each other in a friendly face-off. No fighting, just facts, flair, and furry flying fun.
So from couch cuddlers to canine athletes, we compare their smarts, their sass, their slobber, and more. And you help us decide who's the top dog this week. Maybe our guest Suzanne can help us.
Yeah. Okay. So today's showdown is about making waves.
Boy.
And we're talking about two of my favorite dogs ever.
It's a golden retriever and a Labrador retriever
in a swimming race showdown. So who do you think will win? So,
okay.
Basahin muna natin. Well, let's just have a profile, okay? Between our two dog breeds. So, Tina, tell us something about the golden retriever.
The golden retriever, originally bred in Scotland for retrieving waterfowl. Famous for their gentle temperament and beautiful golden coats. They're natural swimmers with a smooth, efficient stroke.
And I'll be rooting for the Labrador retriever, hailing from Newfoundland, where they help fishermen haul in nets. They're athletic, they're muscular, and water-loving to the core, known for their otter-like tails and web paws. These are like the turbo features for swimming.
Okay, so do we do the fun fact already, or?
Well, so we'd like to ask our listeners who do you think? Who do you think is gonna win our simulated competition between a golden retriever and a Labrador? So what I did is we actually used the power of technology just for fun. Okay, we ran simulations using our trusty good old, which I think everybody uses it, ChatGPT, to run 100 simulations in a swim race. Okay,
how long did that take you?
Yeah, so of course I've actually proven. Okay, this between a Labrador and a golden retriever. I've seen it. So I'm just curious, what if we tried that 100 times? How many times would a golden retriever and a Labrador would actually win in those kind of races, since we can't do it actually here in the booth, right? So we just have to simulate it. But please give us your thoughts. I already have a dog in mind who's going to win. So let's find out. What do you think? Who's going to win? Golden retriever or Labrador? Tina, what do you think?
Before I tell you who I think will win or which breed, I just want to say thank you for guys, my baby girl's back. And she's so behaved.
Pepper's back from the dog ranch.
Thank you, Coach. She is so behaved.
We extended a little bit, like 2 months, I think.
She's a special case because she likes to make takas in the ranch.
And we loved every moment that she was there, because she taught us that we need to cover even the tight crevices and the tiniest holes, because she will fit in whenever she thinks joining the other dogs at the ranch. So we learned a thing or two about Pepper, the dachshund.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Coach. Also,
You're welcome.
we are gonna have Ask Dog Coach very, very soon, or maybe tonight. Who knows? We can start that.
Yeah, if you
Just
have time.
please don't miss this special heartwarming episode of Pets in the City.
And we also have furry tales.
There you go. Let's get back.
Magic
Hi,
89.9.
girls. 6:23 on Pets in the City here on today's Best Music, Magic 89.9. Coach,
Yes. Do we have our guests already?
I'm like, she disappeared. She was just there.
Maybe she's
But while
still
we're-
trying to log in.
Wow, there she is. Before we put her on, did you know there was a study back in 2008? And I hope that this changed already because
2008.
it's a study published back then in the Journal of Applied Animal Behavior Science. The most aggressive dog breeds are dachshunds. I think I'm going to return Pepper. Can you think,
Aggressive?
what do you think? Dachshunds, Chihuahuas, Jack Russell Terriers, not the pit bulls, Rottweilers, or Dobermans. That's from Blowing Facts 365.
I don't think so.
But Pepper's
I would
so
beg to
sweet.
differ about that study. I think they need to revisit that.
Exactly, because it was back in 2008. So I want a new study proving that dachshunds are really not that bad. I mean, they're
And
stubborn.
even if they are reactive up to a certain degree,
Yeah.
it's easily fixable and correctable.
So, thank you. Coming from the expert, yes, that gives me
Right.
so much hope.
You know what? Again, from experience, one of those dog breeds that's really difficult is the bigger dog breeds. If they are reactive, especially people reactive, it's really difficult. Because how can you teach a dog to be non-reactive to other people if they're actually reactive to the trainer? Or sometimes even to their own owners. So that's usually the biggest challenge. And one experience that I have is a Caucasian of Charka who was reactive.
What?
A Caucasian of
Caucasian-
Charka.
Of what? Okay.
Yeah,
maybe
it's actually of Charka is Russian for
It sounded foreign, obviously. Maybe our guest
for
would.
Caucasian Shepherd, which is probably as big as a bear.
Oh,
It's
one of
really a
those.
huge dog, extremely reactive.
Okay.
If he or she considers someone as a threat, those dogs are hunting bears actually.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's how
From
powerful
bears
they
to
are.
badges. Okay.
Yep.
So with us tonight, Coach, well, she's going to share inspiring stories from the front lines of animal rescue and how we can all make a difference. So with us, ladies and gentlemen, is the Executive Director of IWCT Philippines, Miss Suzanne Llanera.
Hi.
Hi, Suzanne.
Good evening.
I think you're on mute. Can you try unmuting? Is it me?
Okay. Hello.
There you go.
Hi, Tina.
Thank
Your
you.
energy. Oh, hi.
Aw, thank you.
I have to have my energy high too.
We were just talking about that off air. I'm literally like this, and then I go home, I'm super drained. But I know you're in Tarlac now, where the shelter is. Okay, Suzanne, meet dog coach Francis.
Hello, I'm a Tarlaqueño. So hello.
Wait, are you also Tarlaqueño, Suzanne?
No. I'm from Manila. The center is just.
But I know Tarlac, so there you go.
Oh my gosh. Okay, have you been?
I haven't, but I've seen the
come
Facebook page.
visit.
So
Come visit.
pretty soon
Yeah?
when I do visit family back, so maybe I'll pay you a visit.
Yay!
Yes, sure. It's 1.5 hour only from Balintawak.
yeah. That's where I get my Mazda serviced. In Tarlac. Okay, anyway.
Okay, let's talk about the mission behind IWCT and how does it stand out, Miss Suzanne, from other animal welfare organizations?
Okay, actually, we started as a shelter. Okay, Animal King, IWCT, International Wildlife Coalition Trust, has been here since 1998. I joined IWCT 2001, and with that, we formed Animal Kingdom Foundation.
Oh, I've heard about that one.
Yeah, so Animal King, because before the mission or the focus of IWCT is to stop the illegal dog meat trade or the slaughter of dogs. So that's our only focus. That's why when we rescue, we need to have a shelter. So we had a shelter. We had the shelter in Capas, Tarlac, which is still there now. So it was Animal Kingdom Foundation till 2015. Then 2015, we parted ways and IWCT established IWCT Philippines.
Oh, so you're no longer connected with Animal Kingdom Foundation, wherein they do their own thing, whereas IWCT also does its own thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because we are funded by IWCT UK.
Oh, wow.
And
Oh, there you
when
go.
So when we started here, we fully funded and established Animal Kingdom Foundation. So fully funded yan. Everything from employees to rent to everything. Dog
Wow.
food, lahat.
Wow.
Yeah. Pero 2015, we parted ways and we established IWCT Philippines na lang. So our mission now or our focus now is stopping or the overpopulation or eliminating the strays. So we are focusing because we feel that it's the rescue is not the solution. The solution is really spay and neuter so that there won't be any more strays. Because these strays are the ones being abused, maltreated, and killed. If you just rescue, the population is still big.
Right.
But if you cut it at the start, then you will help lessen the strays. So that's what we're doing now, though it's more expensive because spay and neuter is very expensive.
It's not cheap, yeah.
We are doing it all for free.
Wow.
We started 2015. Every week, we are proud to say that we are the only organization that gives free spay and neuter every week. And of course, our focus would be financially challenged for parents. Kasi yun ang mga mga may strays di ba? Yung mga nasa probinsya, yung mga ganon.
So do you focus on that demographic na kailangan they need to show proof na parang they cannot afford the procedure?
We can't do that. We can't do that, coach, kasi parang it's discriminatory.
Okay.
But we do not accept, let's say, an association who asks us to do it in the subdivision, yung ganon. Or if, let's say, an LGU ask us, we say that it should be in a very, in a financially challenged area. Hindi lang yung they're gonna use us para lang to have discount or savings. Kasi it's expensive di ba?
That's true.
But yes.
Suzanne, what?
But we can't, yes, sorry.
Go ahead, go. No, you were saying something. Go ahead.
But we cannot discriminate kasi it will be very hard.
I understood naman.
Understandable.
Yes, but we have a spin day, spin day, para it's not lang. Kasi yung iba, at when we were starting, ang daming mga breed at ang daming nakapajero na pumupunta
Oh, wow.
Diba? Hello.
Talaga.
Oh my gosh, you guys, if you can afford
They have gas money.
gas money, don't be looking for discounted spay
Iba
neutering.
breeders pa. Iba breeders pa.
Breeders. Wow.
Shame on you guys.
Ganon. So we're very strict. We're very strict now. Well, but we cannot, we cannot ask for proof because that's, for us, it's discriminatory.
Okay.
Why did you focus your work, Suzanne, particularly in areas like Tarlac? Is there a special reason or a particular reason?
No, because when we started with AKF, UK said, get the source kasi of the dog meat is from Batangas. Okay? The market, Batangas, Quezon. Yes.
Okay.
Doon ang source. The market is in Baguio, Benguet, Tugigaraw. So sabi ng UK before, look for a place that is north, south, east, west, basta papunta doon. And then I scouted around and I found Tarlac. That's why we had this shelter of AKF in Tarlac. Now, for us, why are we in Tarlac now? Because most of our vets in AKF transferred to IWCT. So ako lang ang taga Quezon City and most of all of them are from Tarlac.
Oh my God.
That's why we put our center there.
Are you like as dedicated as Coach? Like he drives here from all the way from Lipa, from the ranch.
I'm from Lipa, Batangas right now. I'm based in Lipa, Batangas.
Do you go to the ranch every day from QC or do you like...
Not every day because that's not my full time. I also teach college kids.
Wow.
Where?
And the run attempts.
Enderon. Wow.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So I have classes here. I'm in the center Tuesdays and Saturdays. I leave the house at 3 a.m. to be there at 6:30.
oh, okay. So if I were
That
to
was quite
ride
a
with
drive.
you, ganun kaaga kami alis. Mrs. N,
Pauwi pa lang kayo noon ng bar.
back in the 90s, charm. Just joking.
Yeah.
Can you walk us through a typical rescue or outreach operation? What it looks like for your team? Like, walk us through what a typical rescue or outreach operation looks like.
Okay, we have different programs. So we have spay and neuter. We have rescue and rehabilitation. We have free checkup and treatment every Tuesdays, and we have night feeding, etc. Now, for the rescue, as I've said, we are not a shelter. We are a treatment and rehab center. Though we have rescues, okay, if let's say, though we have rescues, we had rescues before. We have now around 20 rescues. However, we wanted initially to have them adopted.
Right.
Pero, when we had 3 of them adopted, pinabayaan lang, nasagasaan,
Oh
ginawang
my
doorbell, etc. So kawawa naman, they've experienced horrific, circumstances already.
Right.
So ayaw na namin ibigay, ipa-adopt at kung sino lang. So all of our dogs, rescue dogs before, prior to pandemic, it's with us. Now,
Okay.
however, we have a quarantine area good for 3. And when we rescue or when we accept rescue, we ask a commitment from you. Example, Coach Francis will tell me, can you rescue this? We'll say, what is your commitment? Because we are committed to help. And it's all for free treatment. And we will return. However, hindi ka lang sumbong ng sumbong or reporter. You have to adopt. Because if you cannot adopt, we will not get. Because we're not a shelter.
Oh.
Wow, that's a game changer right there.
Oh my God. And then,
Yeah.
and it gives you, it gives them the right, the responsibility should be given
Yes.
also.
Right.
Oo.
Because some are they just report and then they just tell in social media, uy, I saved this kasi I reported. Pero wala naman, papabayaan din. So sa amin, kasi we're not really a shelter, we're a treatment and rehab, we will return, if they're already okay after 3 months, we return and we have an undertaking and a photo selfie para talaga. If not, I'm gonna post them and saying that you have a commitment. Why not? Sometimes they don't get it.
All right.
Oh.
So yun.
Mrs. Ann, do you have any statistics from the top of your head that you can share to our listeners about how many dogs have you spayed, neutered, or probably rehabbed,
or
any number that you can
rehomed?
share?
Yeah.
Spay and neuter, when we started, siguro mga 7,000 na.
Wow. Okay.
Pero that's small kasi we just have around 3 or 4 or 5 volunteer vets.
Okay.
Okay, so but we do it every Saturday. And yun. So siguro mga 7,000 when we started 2015 because it's every Saturday. And it's our funding is not for it's only for dogs. Pero we accommodate cats. Pero whenever I post it on Facebook, syempre the UK donors, it's for dogs. So I don't post cats.
Right.
Yeah.
So
But we
you are
accommodate cats.
you are in Tarlac. So mostly you're catering to Tarlac residents or nearby province like Pampanga.
Yes, we go around if let's say we have a budget. Last year, we stopped lang this year. This year it's only center and Iloilo. We went to Iloilo.
Okay.
We go to Iloilo once a year, Guimaras, and in other places like Pampanga, other places in Tarlac, ganon.
So you
So
actually
mostly-
tour promoting education and spay and neuter at the same time.
Bulacan daw,
Spay and
Miss
neuter.
Susan. Nagpupunta daw ba kayo sa Bulacan?
Hindi kasi before when we met with a city vet of
Okay.
Bulacan, hindi sila pumayag. Hindi yata priority yung mayor. So ayoko na. Hindi na.
Oh, okay.
As before, siguro mga 2 administrations ago. We went there.
okay.
We saw their city pound and we offered our service. The vet was okay, very accommodating, but hindi daw priority ng mayor. So
Okay, so maybe times will change because We just
Yes.
had the recent election. Maybe our listeners in Bulacan can also, tag their mayor na parang, hey, let's be open to this. IWCT is like willing to help. So,
And speaking of listeners, Miss Suzanne, how can our listeners get involved, whether through volunteering, donating, or adopting?
For us, they could volunteer. We need volunteers for dog playing, dog walking, etc.
Kung malapit lang, di ba?
Pero for others naman, kasi there are a lot of shelters.
Right.
They can help promote them. Actually, us, we need promotion as well. They can help promote, and sana hindi lang sila mag-report. Kasi sila ginawa kung di mag-report But they could rescue and do their part. You know what I mean? And be committed, because that's really how they can help. And also, of course, donating.
Right.
Donating and sharing. Yon.
Miss Suzanne, if you had unlimited resources, what would you implement immediately for animal welfare in the Philippines? Pang Miss Universe yung tanong, di ba?
That's a deep
Spay and
question.
neuter, Tina. More
and
spay and
neuter.
neuter. Because talaga yun ang solution. Yun talaga ang solution. Rescue.
Okay, I think we lost. There you go. Hold on. There
tapos
she is.
sa environment, it's
Miss Suzanne, you were frozen for like a good 2 seconds. Can you say that again? Spay and neutering? Spay and
Yes,
neuter?
because that is really the main solution, or the solution to the problem, because it's not only being dumadami ang strays, but it also helps prevent rabies. Diba? Kung maraming strays.
Oh, may namatay
they
nga
don't
lately,
know-
diba?
Yes, madami, diba? Plus, they don't know yung mga ibang tao, they abandon lang, and then they sinosurrender sa pound. Di ba sa pound pinapatay?
Yeah.
They just say they're gonna put them to sleep, pero they don't have money nga for anesthesia If they have money for anesthesia, di nag-spay and neuter na sila? Wala So pinapatay sila. Kawawa naman. And these are beautiful souls.
Oh, ano niya? Miss Suzanne.
Sounds like, Miss Suzanne, that you have a pretty stressful responsibility in IWCT.
Oo nga, how do you even how do you and your team stay motivated despite the emotional toll of
Actually,
rescue work, diba?
yes. Actually, it's not stressful at all compared when we were in AKF.
Oh.
Because in AKF, it's very toxic. All you see are all dead dogs.
Oh, no.
Cruelty.
Okay, kasi
Cruelty.
rehab nyo.
Yeah, because
Diba?
you hear the stories, right?
Yes. And if you know, kami lang, you know what? If you observe, there are a lot of animal welfare organizations.
Right.
Lahat ng posting nila, cruelty, fear.
Right.
Kawawa naman. Us, I don't want to post those. Gusto ko masaya, positive. But kasi we're doing a lot naman Pero hindi naman, for me, I think it's not going through the fear or the awa na. Kasi we're doing a lot for them. Gusto ko yung positive lahat, masaya. If you look at our posts, it's all heartwarming, but before and after, these. So it's not as stressful as compared to doing the dog meat trade.
Yeah, okay.
Because talaga yon, nagde-death threat pa kami noon. Talaga, nagde-death threat pa. Mga ganon.
Okay.
Now it's all, rescue, and then loving with the dogs, and then pag aalis na sila, pag okay na sila, iiyak ka. Alam mo yun? It's very heartwarming.
All right.
And then you can see that the people who you help, yung for the check-up and free treatment, and the spay and neuter, they're very, very thankful. So it's not toxic, it's masaya.
For those who just tuned in, this is that voice belongs to Miss Suzanne Llanera of IWCT. They're not a
shelter.
A shelter. They're a rescue and rehab facility. Suzanne, do you have any pets?
Yes, I do. I have a Shih Tzu.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
what do you think? What do you think your pet would say about you? Diba?
That I'm a fur mom that's kind, and sometimes kasi when I go home, she smells me, and ayaw niya lumapit kasi I always play with the other dogs.
You cheated,
there.
Mom. You cheated. Is that
So,
a
hindi siya
behavior? Ito si dog coach Suzanne. Totoo ba talaga nagsiselos ang aso, coach?
Well, it would really depend on how territorial a dog is, pero some dogs do.
Yeah, because
No, and then most of them do get curious. Of course, some of them are just easily bouncing back from, okay, you smell like another dog. Okay, anyway, I'll pee on you, or probably I'll just rub my scent on you so I own you back. So those kind of stuff. Cute stuff.
Suzanne.
Mas close siya sa husband ko eh. Kasi I think naaamoy niya ako eh.
Humawa ka daw ng ibang aso.
Kasi when I'm always at the center, I always play with a rescue dogs. They're around 20.
I would too. Oh my gosh, you kidding?
They're
You know
all
what?
cute, loving.
I'm loving the energy of Miss Suzanne because compared it to other
Pinapagayan ko lang
interviews
kayo kasi you're so
that we've had with shelters, it's all gruesome, parang nakakaawa story. Pero with the way that you're presenting with what you do, it sounds like you're having fun, and then you sound confident like what you're doing is actually really the answer, and this is the way that we should move forward
And
to animal welfare.
Yeah, and speaking of moving forward, we do hope to have Suzanne, like maybe, I don't know, once a month just to give us updates about IWCT.
Yeah.
And hope Suzanne.
Visit our place.
Yes, we will. One of these days, Sarge and dog coach, and I, and some of the junior jocks will find time to visit you in Tarlac and check out the shelter. We can't wait. But for now, I know you sent videos, which we will share on our social media pages. Before we let you go, Suzanne, please invite them again, how they can participate. Go ahead.
Okay, I'd like to invite everyone to I'd like to promote first IWCT to follow and share our page so that a lot of companies can sponsor us so that we could multiply the spay and neuter event not only in Tarlac but in other cities. So also if you can, you please help also other shelters, and please do not just report, but be committed and be a true animal lover.
Aww,
that's it.
Well
you
said.
so
Thank you, Miss
much.
Suzanne.
Miss Suzanne, we'll see you very, very soon.
Hope to have you back on the show.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, bye.
6:46 on Pets in the City. There you go. The rescuer. She's got. I love people who just rescues animals because they're good people, right, Coach?
And more on the show.
Yeah.
We still have the ongoing battle, breed battle between the Golden Retriever and Labrador. Plays in your friendly bets. Who will win in a battle between the best swimmer, Golden Retriever or Labrador? You can join us on Playback.
We'll read back your answers in a bit.
TV/Magic899 and also on our socials.
Magic 89.9.
I mean, obviously, if you guys didn't catch that, that's kind of.
But the title of the song is BMF.
BMF, yeah. Tell us. Okay, Enrix. By the way, we're doing that thing, the best of the breed thing.
The dog breed battle. The breed battle.
Yeah. Enrix says Golden Retriever yan.
Do we have like Labradors?
Wala pa.
Walang
Papa Jesus. Oh, meron. Ano? It's Carly. Hi, Carly. It's your student, Carly.
Hi, Carly. I miss you.
Mahinda. Hi, Mahinda. And Coach, I was gonna say, this is my new favorite segment.
What?
Ask Dog Coach. This is where we take your questions about training, behavior, or just plain doggy dilemmas, and we're gonna let Dog Coach handle that. Okay? Work is magic. Whether your puppy is peeing on the couch, barking at shadows, or just giving you that look, I had a question earlier. My Jack Russell is super smart, but also super naughty. How do I keep him busy without exhausting myself? God, Jack Russells are,
You can play like a ball, go out for a walk, let them chase stuff. You can be creative about it. But one of my favorite stuff for any dog, not just Jack Russells, is really using their powerful noses. So looking for hidden treats or maybe cups. So what I do is I train a dog to look for treats in a cup. We start out with 1 cup,
And then you
and then I
hide the rest.
start to spread it out. And then once the dog gets better at it, we hide those cups around the house.
Nice.
Random time,
Ooh, the phone's
random
ringing.
areas.
863-10899. We're going to take a few callers. Hi.
Hello, Magic.
Hello?
Hello, Pets in the City.
Check. See, I told
Oh,
you.
we
I have
lost?
can you call us back?
Call us back, please.
863-10899. Another question came up on my socials, Coach. Is it true that giving too many commands confuses dogs?
Yes. You don't want to saturate a dog when you're giving commands. So let's say you're asking for a sit. You don't want to go sit.
Okay, we got a caller. Okay, go ahead. Sit. And
Sit.
then-
So you would want to as if you're talking to a child. All right. So think of a 2-year-old. You don't want to saturate them like sit down. Oh, turn around. Let them. You need to give them time to process what you want them to do.
Ikaw kaya
Very
utusan ng
important.
sabay-sabay, di ba? Naguguluhan ka. Kahit naman sino.
Definitely. So take it 1 command at a time, and no unnecessary movements, or especially when you're starting out, when you're teaching a dog a new trick.
Okay.
You need to be focused, 1 word at a time lang.
863-10899. Hi.
Magic Low.
Hi.
Oh.
Good evening.
Hi. What's your
Hi.
name?
Hi, I'm Bianca.
Hi. Is it Bianca?
Yes, yes.
Hi, Bianca.
Hello, Bianca. Welcome to the show.
What is your
Hi.
question for Dog Coach?
Yes, I have a beagle. He's 5 years old. He barks at other dogs. Pero okay siya sa cats. Pero pag nakita siya ng ibang dogs, kinakahulan niya. So, especially sa mall, minsan nakakahiya na siya. So, what do you think po, Coach, is the best solution for that?
Bianca, talagang cat lang ang tinatahulan niya?
No, dogs po.
I mean, dogs pala, dogs. And
Totally fine, opo.
Wow.
Pero pag ibang dogs, kinakahulan niya talaga. As in, yung may yung yung nag-growl talaga.
All right. Bianca, what's the name of your dog?
Cooper.
Cooper.
Cooper!
Remember last time? Cooper's like one of those. Last episode.
Oh my gosh, from Furry
Cooper's,
Tales. Yeah,
Yeah,
Cooper's the name.
Cooper's the name then.
Oo.
Okay.
Where's
Yeah.
Cooper right now, Bianca? Kasama mo ba?
Hindi pa.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, Bianca, here's the thing. Most beagles naman are friendly. Pero have you had a chance to let Cooper approach the dog that he's barking at? How did it go?
Yes. Mas nagbabark pa siya. At first, i-sniff niya yung dog. And then, pag na-sniff na niya, doon na siya kakahol ng non-stop.
Okay. So, it sounds like Cooper is not really sure how to interact with the other
Yes,
dog.
parang socially awkward siya, Coach.
Yan. Oo. So, what we would want to do is you can probably gather your friend's dog na mas friendly, yung mga playful, especially the younger ones, yung mga puppy. Kasi it sounds like Cooper doesn't know how to initiate a friendly game with another dog. And especially when you're just going out walking and then you're on a leash, that's not a normal greeting ritual kasi because you already have that leash. I don't even really recommend anybody who's listening right now, na you're walking tapos lalapitan mo yun kabilang dog na nakita mo lang. Tapos hopefully they become friends. No, because again, the greeting ritual is already interrupted. That's not how dogs roll.
Okay.
So yun ang nakikita natin ngayon based on your story is hindi sanay si Cooper. So we need to allow Cooper to learn how to interact with other dogs. Mas maganda yung mga friendly, mga na-train na aso, and then let them play off-leash. Kasi iba yung ugali ng aso when it's off-leash. In a controlled setting. Okay? Pero one thing that you could also do is to try to distract. In the meantime, if you don't have that opportunity to play with other dogs with Cooper, di ba? So, you can try to distract Cooper since it's a beagle. Chances are, mahilig sila sa food. Okay?
Yes.
So, you can do what I call dog watching. Okay? So, whenever Cooper sees another dog, a treat comes in. Ganun muna yon. And then, hit us back how it goes para we can help you. And
We need an update, huh?
Oo.
Sure.
Diba? So, try that muna. Okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you for calling,
Thank
Bianca.
you for calling, Bianca.
Thank you.
Oh
Have
my
a nice
goodness.
day.
I gotta take a quick break, Coach, and then we have a vet coming
Uh-huh.
up right after the commercial break.
Magic 89.9.
We're of Pets in the City, still with Tina Ryan.
And Doug Coach Francis, welcome to the show.
Yay! And as promised, we have a vet with us. Let me just tell you a little something about her, Coach. She graduated in 2006 from the College of Veterinary Medicine, UPLB, worked in a swine farm and several companion animal clinics before transitioning to the corporate world, formerly with Pfizer Animal Health and Royal Canine Philippines. Now, she's currently the technical manager of MSD Animal Health, Companion Animal Business Unit. Ladies and gentlemen, on Pets in the City, hi, Doc Pon. Okay, first,
Hi, Doc.
Doc, did we just butcher your name? It's Doc Poan ba? Or
Yes, it's Poan.
Poan? Okay.
But I love your full name.
Florian.
It's Florian Buizer? How do you pronounce
Yes,
that?
Whisker.
Di ba?
Sir,
I love
it's
it.
Not very Pinoy. Huh?
Sounds foreign.
Hi, Doc. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for having us. I'm excited, actually.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Our listeners are very excited because they have so many questions already. First and foremost, let's talk about the importance of vet visits, Doc. Many people think vet visits are only for when a pet is sick. Now, can you please tell us why regular vet checkups are just as important for healthy pets?
Okay. Think of vet visit as our regular check-up. Di ba minsan, kailangan talaga natin magpa-check-up kasi yung mga pets natin, hindi naman sila nakakapagsalita. They cannot tell us if something is wrong with them. Di ba? Minsan, kahit akala natin okay sila, hindi pa pala.
Right.
So kapag punta tayo sa vet, nagtanak ng thorough check-up si vet, syempre makikita niya yung mga signs kaagad. So it's easier for vet na ma-diagnose yung isang sakit kung nakikita niya personally yung dog based dun sa signs, and then magre-request siya ng mga test para mas makapagbigay ng definite na diagnosis. So very important din, actually there's a long list ng kung bakit kailangan mong pumunta sa vet regularly. And I'll just name a few. Okay. First is vaccination. Ang daming sakit na meron dito sa Philippines sa mga dogs and cats. And ang nangyayari dyan, minsan hindi natin napiprevent. Pero those diseases can be prevented pala, di ba? Through vaccination. Ngayon, let's say, isa sa mga pinakang common na sakit is parvovirus. Tinatamaan niya.
Oh, yeah.
Right, parvo.
Yes. And once diagnosed with parvovirus, sinasabi natin na there's a 50-50 chance of survival. Pero kaya naman pala siyang i-prevent, di ba? So why not vaccinate the dog para ma-prevent natin doon? Very lucky din tayo ngayon kasi many pharmaceutical companies, many animal health companies nag-i-invest sa research to give us innovative products. So dati kasi yung vaccines can be given 6 weeks of age pa. Yun yung earliest.
Right.
Tapos, hindi mo siya pwedeng palabasin or let's say expose sa ibang dogs for 1 to 2 weeks after vaccination.
Okay.
Yes.
There's a vaccine that can be given as early as 4 weeks. And then after that, 3 days lang, protected na yung dog. So may
Wow.
products na tayo. Kaya minsan kailangan mo talaga pumunta sa vet para malaman mo ano yung mga bago, di ba? So that's first. Vaccination. The second one is, I can say, nutrition.
Oh,
Diba?
yeah.
Nutrition, yan, siguro pwede na rin isama natin yung exercise. Kasi ngayon, ang dami-dami ng available na pet food. And pag tumingin ka sa shelf, di ba, parang minsan, ang dami, ano ba yung pipiliin ko? So your vet can help you decide on which pet food will be suitable for your dog, di ba? So yun, isa na yung nutrition, and then magre-recommend din si vet ng exercise para mas longer din yung life ng ating pets. And then the third one I can say is dental health care. Kasi
That's a big problem. A lot of dogs have dental issues.
Doc,
Nakakalimutan natin yan. Even tayo, di ba? Yung mga kids natin, minsan, mag-toothbrush ka nga. Ganun. So, paano natin sasabihin yun sa mga dogs natin? So, at least what we can do is at least dalhin natin sa vet para magkaroon ng dental cleaning, ma-prevent yung mga toothache, o kaya iba pang sakit na pwedeng madala if hindi regular yung cleaning ng mga ngipin ng mga dogs natin.
Pero Doc, di ba po before they clean the dog's teeth, di ba pinapatulog sila, Doc? Tama po.
Ay, yes. Mayroon, oo. Kasi, imagine na maglilinis ka ng ngipin ng dog.
Di ba kasi may process po yan, di ba? Like they'll check pa if your dog's allergic to certain things. Okay, anyway, were you saying something else, Doc, before I interrupted you? Because the questions are coming in. Go ahead, Doc.
Ay, okay. And I think, the last on my list, pero yun nga sabi ko, it can be a very long list on why you should bring your pet to the vet. The last one on my list is yung parasite prevention.
Ooh, that's the next question.
We actually have a bunch of questions
May
about
question
that.
na ba regarding that
Yes.
before I continue?
Doc, kasi is this Timmy you? Like somebody says from playback. I have a question po. I see to it na my pets are regularly into oral na tick and flea medicine. I just gave one last month, pero nakakita na naman po ako ulit ng garapata. Bakit kaya po?
Okay. One misconception about oral preventives is that meron siyang repellent effect. In reality, wala siyang most oral preventives and even yung mga collars, wala tayong preventive. Hindi porket naka-oral medication ka na yung mga ticks and fleas maglalayuan sila sa'yo or sa pet.
Okay.
The ticks and fleas, they have to feed on the dog. Kailangan nila makikagat muna doon. Makuha nila yung active substance from the medication. And then once na inside the parasite na yung active substance ng medication, mapaparalyze sila and then eventually mamamatay sila. So for those na nakakita pa rin, kahit na naka-oral preventives na, kahit monthly man yan, kahit quarterly, kahit pagkabibigay lang, and then nakakita sila ng live na tick or flea, possible kasi kakadating lang or kaka-attach lang nung tick dun sa dog. So they have to feed first on the dog bago sila mamatay. Okay?
Alright.
That's why it's very important na yun nga, ang ibibigay natin is year-long din talaga na protection or longer protection.
Oh, wow.
Kasi, yun, minsan kasi nakikita natin na parang kung monthly yung bibigay natin, minsan nakakalimutan natin, that's the time na eto na naman yung mga ticks and fleas, yung mga parasites na they take advantage na, oops, eto wala na siyang prevention, pasok na ulit ako.
Parang they attack when you least expect it. No? Parang you're thinking that your dog is protected pa, and then you walk outside and before you know it, your dog is infested.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
Okay. Next question is coming from our, it's an FB post, Doc Poan. I saw an FB post about leukemia sa cats. Ano po ba iyon?
Okay. Leukemia is actually a disease in cats caused by a virus, and ang ginagawa niya, it weakens the immune system of the cat. Kaya mas mahirap i-fight off yung infection. Most pet owners akala may mga cats kasi na nasa kanila may leukemia na sila but they don't show any signs. So medyo tricky yon kasi once na nag-introduce ka ng new cat sa household mo without having it checked first by a veterinarian, possible na carrier pala yung cat. And ito kasing leukemia virus, so yun nga, nagkakaroon ng anemia, namamayat yung cat, and na-acquire siya ng ibang cats through close contact. Nag-share sila ng food bowl, ng water bowl, nag-groom sila ng isa't isa. Madali siyang, kumbaga, mata-transfer. So, very careful dapat tayo when introducing a new cat. But the good thing is that feline leukemia virus is also preventable. It has no cure, more on supportive lang tayo dyan. Pag na-diagnose siya na may leukemia yung cat natin, isusupport na lang natin siya na isusupport, like fluid therapy, mga ganon. Pero wala talagang definite na treatment doon. So what we can do is to prevent na lang. And yun nga, I've mentioned kanina na there's a vaccine that can actually prevent feline leukemia virus.
Oh, there you go. So vaccine.
Wow. Okay.
Vaccine pala.
Got it. First and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, and Doc Poan, before we continue, we just want to thank Bravecto for sponsoring Pets in the City.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Sabi ni Showbiz Brevecto, Bacanaman. Doc Bowen, here's another one coming in. This one is coming from Playback naman. Oh, no. This is from, Playback. We have a dog sa house and my dad keeps on giving them table food. Is that safe?
Okay. Medyo, yung safe kasi, paano ba natin sabihin nun? Depende sa table food na ibinibigay niya. There are a lot of human food na actually toxic sa ating mga dogs. So careful na lang kayo. Nandiyan na yung garlic, nandiyan na yung grapes. Madami actually. Pero yun nga, you can search online ano yung mga toxic na food sa ating mga pets. Pero hindi naman siya yung one time na binigyan mo
Right.
Oo, mamamatay agad. It parang over time, right?
It builds, the toxin builds over time. So eventually your dog will get sick, right? So even yung mga high salt na diet natin mga humans, dogs are less tolerant. Tama ba, Doc?
Yes, tama.
Ayan. Okay. Next
It's
question.
important, sorry, to add lang.
Yes, go
it's
ahead.
very important to provide them a balanced nutrition din. Kasi nga, syempre, parang tayo rin, kailangan balance rin yung food natin. So sila rin, para mas mahaba rin yung life nila.
Next one, Doc. I see to it na my pets are regularly into oral na tick and flea medicine. I just gave one last month pero nakakita na naman daw siya ng ay, natanong ko na pala yun. Natanong ko na pala yun. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. Importance of let's talk about the importance of preventative pet care plans. Ayan. Where am I? Preventive care isn't just about shots and deworming. Tama ba yan, Doc?
Yes, it's not just yun nga, not just vaccination, not just deworming, also anti-tick and flea preventive. Kasama siya doon.
Oh, kasi madaming nakukuha ang parasites, Doc, 'di ba? From tick bites. Okay.
Can you name one disease, Doc, from top of your head, the dangers of a tick bite?
Okay, tick bite, top of mind, babesia.
I'm sorry? Ano po?
Babesia.
Ano yun?
Babesia?
It's a blood parasite din. Yes. If you're familiar with Ehrlichia, almost same nung mga signs na kung makikita nyo, yung dog nagiging pale na yung mucus, yung gums nila, and then minsan nagkakaroon sila ng parang patches ng mga red sa skin nila.
Ooh, okay.
And yun, namamait sila, yung platelet count nila sobrang bumababa. Yun, eventually, it's deadly. Yung mga parasites na yun. Kaya imagine niyo yung parasite na nga, yung tick and flea, may dala pa silang parasites.
Okay.
Nagbaon pa no?
May kasamang tropa pa, no? Oo. Wow.
So dapat talaga i-prevent sila.
Doc, I know I have a friend right now who's tuned in. He lost 2 dogs from parvo. But this one, I have a dog na nag-positive sa parvo. He was able to survive it naman po. May chance ba ulit na makakuha siya nun? And how can I protect him from getting it again?
Sad to hear na yun nga, one of our listeners namatayan ng pet because of parvo, which is actually a preventable disease. Pero once na nagkaroon kasi ng parvovirus infection and then the dog survived, nagkakaroon siya ng immunity doon sa sakit. Pero you still have to bring the dog to the vet for other vaccinations. Kasi most vaccines kasi consist yun na may tinatawag tayong 5-in-1, 6-in-1. So kasama na dun si parvovirus doon sa 5 na yon. So kailangan mo pa rin i-prevent from, even if nag-acquire na siya ng immunity sa parvovirus infection, you have to vaccinate your dog against the other diseases pa. Kaya very important pa rin, nadalahin pa rin nila sa vet. And then at the same time, since let's say recent lang na nangyari na nagkaroon ng infection and then minamatayan, it's very important to clean the area thoroughly kasi the virus can actually survive sa area for kaya niya ng hanggang 6 months.
Wow!
Given the right conditions.
Oh, yan first time I heard. 6 months, magsusurvive yung virus. Wow.
All right, Doc. So siguro for anybody who's just new or thinking of going into pet care, okay, ano ba yung symptom ng isang aso na meron parvo?
Parvovirus, ang lagi nilang sinasabi is nagva-vomit, nagda-diarrhea, bloody diarrhea, and then meron silang sinasabi na typical parvovirus smell. Pag pumasok sa clinic na may ganong case.
Yung malansa na ewan, di ba, Doc?
Yes.
Okay.
Pero in actual cases ngayon, those signs, vomiting, diarrhea, and yung bloody diarrhea nga, yung namamayat yung dog, those are typical signs ng iba ring sakit.
Okay.
So, hindi lang siya sa parvo. Okay. So, once talaga nakakita kayo ng something is wrong, nagtamla yung aso, nag-vomit, dalahin na agad sa vet. Do not self-medicate kasi some signs, pare-pareho sila, pero iba-iba pala yung sakit. And kung nag-self-medicate kayo, parang, yung kapitbahay ko, ganito yung naging sakit, ganito rin yung ibibigay ko. Paano kung magkaiba pala ng sakit, pero same signs lang? And then you gave the same medication na intended for a different na disease, di ba? So, mas magagastusan lang kayo, kawawa din yung dog. So, better na have your dog diagnosed.
I love that answer about parvo. Pero Doc, remind me lang, kasi from my experience in training dogs then, parehas ba yung scent, okay, ng parang suspected parvo virus, yun aso versus yun dun sa amoebiasis in terms of yun scent? Halos parehas ba o magkaiba? From your experience.
Halos because ang nangyari kasi, the affected area, yung virus and then yung sa amoebiasis, pareho silang yung daanan ng food or yung sa intestine, sila yung naapektuhan. That's why kumbaga nagkakaroon ng minsan may blood, yung mga ganon. So, yun yung typical smell. Yung tinatawag namin na hemorrhagic diarrhea. So, typical smell kapag may problema dun sa area na yun.
Alright,
same with other gastrointestinal diseases.
So, everything can be prevented naman talaga pag vaccinated. Pero yun, mortality ba, mas mataas ba talaga? Totoo ba yung sinasabi nila na mas mataas ang mortality sa puppy kesa sa mga adult dogs?
Yes.
And can adult dogs also be infected with parvo?
Okay. Before, it was said that parvovirus, talagang sa puppies lang siya tumatama. But nowadays, there are may mga cases na nakikita yung mga colleagues namin na even adult dogs nagkakaroon na rin ng parvovirus.
Recently lang ba yan, Doc, sa studies?
Yes, recently lang. So,
okay.
hindi pa lang siya talaga, kumbaga na, hindi pa siya published na talagang even adult dogs. Pero there are some practitioners that they may first-hand experience sila na merong adult na tinatamaan ng parvovirus.
And the mortality is also high for adult dogs or baka mas mataas yung chance na mag-survive?
It will depend pa rin talaga dun sa tinamaan. Kung medyo malakas yung ano niya.
Okay. Alright, so that's some serious stuff that we need to really be mindful as pet parents, Doc.
If you have any questions for Doc Bowen, 686-310-899. Doc, I do have one more. Let's do what every pet parent should remember about vaccines daw.
Okay. Vaccines, one thing for sure is that it will help prevent diseases ng mga pets natin. Pero not all vaccines are created equal. Yun yung natin. Don't be shy to ask yung mga vets nyo, ng mga vets ng mga pets nyo na ano ba yung best vaccine para sa kanila. Hindi rin kasi, wag kayong magtataka if, let's say, etong si Clinic A, iba yung protocol niya kay Clinic B. Kasi depende siya sa brand, yung magiging program, depende frequency, and also depende rin sa age and sa local setting. So Clinic A, pwedeng different yung protocol niya from Clinic B. And then for the vaccines naman, pet owners kailangan aware sila na ano ba yung mas magbibigay ng magandang protection, longer protection. Kasi may mga vaccines like for example, for leptospirosis, it's a bacterial infection. Before, kailangan nating mag 2 shots. Meaning, after ma-finish yung first two sessions niya, you have to bring your dog after 6 months. But now there are vaccines na pwedeng good for 1 year na yung protection.
Okay. All right.
So, marami yung innovations ngayon. Kaya don't be shy to ask your vet about the latest sa industry.
You know what? It's best practice. Kunwari ngayon, it's already made, di ba? pag patak siguro ng June, it's been my best practice with my dogs, with my resident, pati yung mga dogs na nag-enroll sa amin sa dog ranch, Doc, no? Sinasabi namin, we always remind them na parang, please have your dog vaccinated dun sa leptospirosis kasi, di ba, when the rainy season comes in, that's their best protection with floodwater. Tama ba?
Kasi possible ma-expose sila yun nga, flood water, yung mga stagnant water. Basta tapos may mga madaming cases or madaming rats dito sa atin. Mapa city man or province, maraming rats.
Alright. So yung ganun, 1 year protection, maganda ba yun? Bago magtag-ulan, let's just encourage everybody. Oh, update nyo tong particular na to. Tama ba yun?
Yes, kailangan talaga laging updated yung vaccines ng mga pets natin para talagang all year round sila.
Protected.
Alright. Thank you for confirming. Tama pala yung protocol namin sa dog ranch.
Doc, isa na lang. MSD Animal Health's role in what is MSD Animal Health's role in pet health advocacy?
Okay. MSD is very committed to advancing pet health through innovations, yung mga innovative products natin. Yun yung talagang very proud ako to be part of MSD kasi nag-i-invest talaga ang company sa research to come up with very innovative products na as a global industry leader dito sa animal health, nagsusupport din tayo ng responsible pet ownership through education. So ito one part din ng advocacy namin is to create education sa mga pet owners and to give innovative products. Kasi alam natin na kung hindi educated or hindi informed ang mga pet owners, magsisettle lang sila kung ano yung meron, di ba? So
True.
dapat mas alam nila kung ano yung best para sa mga pets nila. Dapat alam nila yung lahat ng possible options na pwedeng ibigay para mas maging longer, happier yung life ng mga pets nila.
Alright. So dapat yung mga listeners din natin or anybody who would want to get into caring for their cats or dogs, huwag kayong makulitan because it's always gonna be a year-round fight against these parasites just for the protection of our pets. So thank you so much, Doc
Powan, thank you so much. Again, Doc Powan is the technical manager of MSD Animal Health, Companion Animal Business Unit.
I learned a lot.
Yes, we do hope to have you back here at the studio, Doc.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Doc. See you soon. There you go. Doc Powan joining us. Thank you so much for that wonderful half hour of learning.
Yeah. So meron pa lang
Tungkol
mga
daw sa
updates, di ba?
Tungkol daw sa parasites, paano ba maaalis yung kapitbahay niyang utang ng utang? Hindi yun para kay Doc Powan.
I think you need to talk to your barangay captain.
Barangay captain.
Di ba? Si Kapitana, ganun, right?
Coach, I gotta take a quick break. You don't mind if I do, right?
Please go.
Well, give me 1 sec. Here we go. More. We're gonna take a short break and then more of Pets in the City.
Magic 89.9.
Congratulations to all AUB Gold Buster awardees, and thank you so much for having me and DJ Cholo over at your party last Saturday at
Wow.
Okada.
Sounds like you had fun.
Super fun. Denim and diamonds was the theme, so I came in dripping in diamonds, of course, fake diamonds. But anyway, thank you to everyone at AUV. I met one of like a hardcore magic listener. I love meeting listeners. Stephanie was there finally in flesh. We took some pictures together. Stephanie, was so nice to meet you. Oh, I think they're in Japan ata. Kasi may incentive. They hit their goals, man.
Congratulations.
Yeah. And then yung question niya, yung aso ko, bumili ako lahat pero kapag tinatawag ko ay lumapit. Magaling sa ibang tao. Hayop siya.
Is that a legit question or a comment?
Because my brother, we have Sue. Sue is our Bichon for say. It's like me and Covey. Covey never comes to me whenever I call him. At least Pepper has a better recall. Diba?
It's something that you recall is something that you build over time. All right, so start off with treats, let them come, and then
goodness.
maybe itaon mo na oras ng kain. And
Let's
Pets
see.
in the City, Magic 89.9. Hello, who's on the line?
Golden Retriever, Team Golden Retriever.
Okay, there you go.
the resident chismoso, Showbiz Bro!
Showbiz bro!
Uy, pinag-uusapan namin yung breed battle na yan.
Yeah.
Tingin mo sino mananalo?
Do you like the new segment, Breed Battle? So, I think nakapili ka na. It's a golden
Ewan ko sa inyo,
retriever.
ba't namimili pa kayo? Golden Retriever naman talaga. Nakmanto ako.
Wait, well, you know what? We'll tell you the winner.
We'll tell you the winner right before
Gold
we end the
standard
show.
Golden Retriever.
Gold standard. Do you have any questions, behavioral questions regarding your pets or your
Yun nga,
dogs? Oh.
alam mo yung Golden Retriever. Magaling lumango yung Golden Retriever. Isa lang problema ng Golden Retriever, mamu, sa dog coach. Iinang-ihi kung saan-saan. Alam niyo naman, di ba nga, ang dami kong bagong Golden Retriever, mamu, sa dog coach. Dog coach, paano ko ba ititrain itong mga ito? Kasi napakapanghingan ng bahay. Sobrang hassle na maya-maya punas ng ihi, maya-maya punas, pulot ng tae. Pinga ako dito sa bahay namin, parang sila yata yung master, hindi yata ako. Paano bang matitrain na umihi sa labas yan?
Parehas daw kayo ni Hendrix. Finally, someone said it. Tsaka lagi nilang ginangat-ngat gamit. Oh.
Ay, nako.
Okay, Coach, what do you say?
Okay, teka, yung pagngat-ngat ng gamit, special for Golden Retrievers and Labradors, kampihan yan eh. Kasi when they're puppies, they're Cold Retrievers. I mean, they're not called gold or retrievers for nothing kasi they want to retrieve stuff and then syempre nangangati yung ngipin nila eh, yung
ba't
limbs
yung
nila.
tayo nila, coach, din nila nire-retrieve? Dapat nire-retrieve din nila. Pwede rin naman silang golden tayo retrievers, di ba?
Meron iba kumakain ng sarili nilang excretions.
Oh.
So, mas mabuti na yun hindi nila nire-retrieve kaysa kinakain nila yung sarili nilang pupo.
Attorney Peaches said,
Okay.
sabi ni Attorney Peaches, not the wee-wee, magnanakaw sila kasi kasama kahit mananakaw sila kasi kahit kanino sasama.
That is true naman, no? As long as you have their leash on. Okay. So, about potty training, how many golden retriever do you have? Or how many dogs do you have that needs training?
Actually, yung matatanda ko, yung apat na, ayan, naririnig mo tumatal na, yung apat na matatanda ko, marunong na silang umihi sa yard. So, may dog door sila, lumalabas sila pag tatayin, magwiwiwi. Itong mga puppies, meron akong 3 golden retriever puppies right now.
How young? How many months?
Around 3 to 4, February 15. So, 3 months. 3-month-olds sila. Na they're stinking up my house. So, paano bang gagawin ko doon? Kasi imbis na maging golden retriever, they're doing the golden shower thing sa bahay ko eh.
He had to say it.
He had
Golden
to-
showers. Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
So, here we go. Unang-una, because you have a multiple dog household, you need to put structure muna, lalong-lalo na doon sa mga puppies. So, because they are young, their bladder is extremely small. And the
Teka,
more...
nakikinig, dog coach, nakikinig pala yung mga puppies so pwede mong medyo para alam nila. Hindi, sige, tuloy mo.
Pangaralan natin itong mga puppies mo. Okay. Mga puppies, dahil bata pa kayo, you need to follow a structure. Okay? Tapos, mas maraming iinumin ang mga puppies, mas marami silang ihi.
Yeah.
Alright? So, kailangan medyo, natin yan, medyo kontrolin natin yung water intake. Meron lang designated time wherein you have access to that water. Okay? Tapos syempre, for the pet parents, mas maganda kung magsisimula tayo ng crate training muna. Actually, at around that age, mas maganda masanay na sila sa crate. Bakit? Kasi ang nangyayari ngayon, kung saan sila maabutan doon na eh. Diba? Walang structure. Now, if you'll be using a crate, nag-stay sila doon for let's say 1 hour, maximum 2 hours, matutulog sila doon or kakain or maybe doon sila inom ng tubig. As soon as you let them out, together with the big dogs or the adult dogs, susunod yung mga yan, ang unang gagawin nila magwiwiwi eh. So, pagkalabas mo ng crate, o kunwari, nasa crate sila for 1 hour, 2 hour kasi tulog ng tulog ang mga puppies. Gisingin mo, wake up puppies, time to go out, let's go out. Sama yung mga ibang big dogs. Makita nila yung mga big dogs, magwiwiwi, yung puppy ngayon susundan nila yung mga adult dogs. Kaya malaki yung role ng mga older dogs in teaching the younger ones. So kailangan mo...
Sakto, dog coach, nakikinig yung matatandang aso ngayon. So, sabihin na... sabihan mo yung mga malilit na aso. Ayan, sige,
kaya kayong mga matatandang golden retriever, magtanda rin kayo, magturo kayo sa mga puppies. Narinig ba nila ako? Okay.
Hindi ka nintindi, Dok, kasi mga aspin to mga to eh.
Deadma.
Well, you know what?
Deadma.
whether it's an Aspen or not, kasi they're still the older dogs eh. Sila yung magtuturo talaga. Yung puppies, susunod lang yan kung ano yung nakikita nila. Unfortunately, again, because they're young, kung saan sila maabutan doon na. That's why they need to learn na parang, everybody's going out, susunod sila doon. And then, they will try to pee, they will try to mingle amongst themselves. Again, in general the dogs will need to pee as soon as they wake up after an overnight sleep. And then, after a nap. And then, after a meal, they need to go to those potty breaks. How many potty breaks? One last point. Around 4 to 5 times a day. Meron pang iba 6. Okay? So, importante, get a crate and then a schedule that you need to follow.
Yun.
Gandang tip niyan, dog coach. Tatandaan ko yan mamaya-maya. Ikukulong ko na agad sa crate nila mamaya to para paggising nila ng after ng nap, papawiwiin ko na sila sa napakalaking bakuran ko. Alam mo kasi dog coach, medyo mayaman kami. Madami kaming lupain dito na pwede
May hacienda
nantayin.
yun sa Bulacan eh. May hacienda yun sa Bulacan.
I would love to visit your hacienda at some
Papi McCoy, thank you so much for calling.
Thank you.
Where can we catch you? You have new episodes?
New episodes, kakalabas lang kanina ng bagong episode ng Machong Chismisan. At sa Friday, may bago na namang episode ng Machong Chismisan. Yung episode kasama si Tina Ryan. Kanina nilabas namin. So,
and
check it.
of Jam 88.3.
Oo,
Thank
so
you.
kung may time kayo, makinig kayo ng Machong Chismisan after this. Tapos mamu, alam mo kahit mayaman ako, wala ako masyadong pambilin ng gamot ng aso. So bro, Bekto, baka naman.
Baka naman.
They're listening.
Napakaganda ng gamot na yan.
They're listening.
Shout outs to the Recto people.
They are listening.
Have a great day everyone. Thank you, dog coach. Susundin ko yung payo mo.
Thank you.
We love you, McCoy. There you go.
you.
863108999 if you have any more questions for Dog Coach Francis regarding your dog's behavior. Please, he's here for another 20 minutes. And Rix, buti sana kung nauutusan yung golden coat. I am June says, haha, Askal. What? May nag-askal ba kanina? Okay. Here we go.
Yeah, kanina.
I think you have to hang up the phone so
we
we
need
can
to
get
hang
more
up.
callers. But for now, I think we should, I think I should get back to more of today's best music. Here we go. Something from Akon.
Magic 89.9.
Never really mattered too much to me.
Magic 89.9.
Dear Coach Francis and Tina, hi, I'm Sarah, a quiet pet mom from Cavite. I've been listening to Pets in the City for quite some time now. I always enjoy your stories and advice. I'm very shy. Mahiyain po talaga ako. So instead of calling in, I thought I'd write this letter. I work from home. I also sent you a photo of our dog, Jackie Chan. Oh, para naman may visual kayo habang binabasa to. But please, wag niyo lang pong i-post. Just for you. I work from home as a virtual assistant. Most days are quiet. I sit at my laptop, wear a headset, and speak to clients online. Tahimik ang bahay, predictable, simple. But in that peaceful space lives a dog who treats every day like an action movie. Our Jack Russell Terrier, Jackie Chan. We named him that because my husband and I are big fans of Jackie Chan's films. The stunts, the energy, the chaos, that's our dog. From Rush Hour to Drunken Master, parang siya talaga. He doesn't stay outside. He lives with us on the couch, in the hallway, sometimes even in our bed. We want him close. He's part of the family. Still, there are days when I honestly forget what silence feels like. Kung hindi siya kumakain ng tsinelas, tumatakbo sa buong bahay na parang may hinahabol siyang multo. Once he starts, there's no stopping him. He'll see a sock and snatch it. A pen, kain. Tissue paper, lagot. We end up chasing him around like we're contestants in It's Showtime's Cash or Kalat. One time a kid shouted, "Mama, Jackie's stealing my toy again," and all I could do was laugh while trying to wrestle it back. But one day, it wasn't funny. He crashed into the center table and knocked over a vase. The water spilled right into the extension cord where the Wi-Fi router was plugged in. I was in a live Zoom call with a foreign client. It was an important project and I really needed it. The Wi-Fi went out. My screen froze. The call dropped. I was not laughing. Galit na galit ako. Bills were due. Groceries had to be paid for. I was counting on that job. My child was crying. I was yelling. Jackie was staring at me with my slipper in his mouth, wagging his tail like nothing happened. A few minutes later, the client messaged, "Hi, Sarah. We'll send the contract later. Congratulations, you got the job." I sat on the floor, slipper in hand, and just breathed. Not out of peace, but from exhaustion. Later that night, I saw Jackie sleeping on a doormat in the hallway, curled up, peaceful like nothing happened. And I realized something. This dog is chaos, yes, but he also brings joy. Because of him, we laugh more, we move, we talk to each other. Before Jackie, we stayed in our own corners. Now, even if it's just to chase a missing slipper, at least we're doing it together. Another time, we had guests over. One of them brought pasalubong. We left the back for 2 minutes. When we returned, Jackie had eaten half the hopia and left crumbs all over the couch. He looked up like, di ba para sa ating lahat to? Now, when the weekend ends, things settle again. I go back to work. My child returns to school and Jackie curls up by the gate, quietly watching the world go by like a little guard dog on break. He still gets his daily walks. We bring him on family trips too, but most days, he's just there, keeping an eye on the street, waiting for something interesting, probably planning his next adventure. It's calmer, but with Jackie around, never too calm for long. I used to think pets were companions. Jackie is more than that. He's messy, he's fast, he chews through things I paid good money for, but he also fills our house with life. He reminds us to play, to pause, to breathe. To all furrents out there who have dogs like Jackie, alam ko nakakapagod. But sometimes it's the noisy, chaotic ones that make home feel full. Thank you, Coach Francis and Tina, for creating a space for stories like mine. Sometimes the quietest stories carry the most heart, even if they come with muddy paws and a chewed up remote. Love, Sarah.
Oh, wow. That was a lovely story. Thank you so much, Zara. You know what? Here's the thing about Jack Russell Terriers, okay? You know what? They were actually created or originated in the 1800s in England. Okay? And it was developed by Reverend Jack Russell. Kaya pangalan niya is Jack Russell. Okay. So Jack Russell was a hunting enthusiast and a clergyman. Kaya ganon. So they are under the breed category of terrier. They're really small, weigh around 6 to 8 kilograms. Coats, meron sila iba-ibang coats eh. They have the smooth.
They even have wire hair.
They have the wire hair or rough. Diba? Again, energy level is extremely high. Okay, predominantly the colors is white and black. It can be tan or brown with markings. They're among the smartest dogs and quick learners out there. Pero yung mischief kasi, it's just there. They're bold, curious, fearless, and independent. And mind you, the prey drive or their sense of trying to chase something that's smaller than them is very strong. So they're ideal for most pet parents, pero not really for first-time pet parents because they will really drive you crazy.
High-strung
That's
dogs.
just how they are. A few things about the Jack Russell Terrier.
Coach, before we, should we give them the winner for the breed battle? I have a few people to thank. Our friends from Phil Dog Scarf. You can look them up at Instagram. At Phil Dog Scarf, and they sent treats too for Covey and for the kids. Thank you Okay, so Phil Dog Scarf, they make scarves and like barong Tagalogs for dogs.
Is this what it is? Let's see.
Oh my gosh, look at this. Just in time for Independence Day, it even has like a little, what do you call that? The Philippine flag.
The pin. Yeah. The Philippine flag pin.
Yeah. Thank you so much also to the Fluffy Pets PH. Yan. And to Pachola and Montgomery, our friends who visited us with the bunnies.
Yeah.
Thank you, James.
Hello.
You guys, thank you. I know Attorney Peach is super touching. Yeah. Please write us again if you have just a heartwarming story about your dog. The email address is...
I'll give that to you later. Let me just check. I didn't come prepared.
Oh, I haven't memorized it. Give it to me.
Okay, give me a moment. Pero, I'll give it to you in a moment. Pero, going back to the breed battle, Okay, so we have the golden retriever versus Labrador retriever in a swim off. Okay, so let's just look at the strength and endurance first. Labs are built like a swimmer, compact, strong, and efficient. Goldens, on the other hand, slightly more graceful but less of a muscle dense. Okay, technique for Labs, they have this powerful strokes with that outer tail working like a rudder. Goldens, naman, they have a smooth gliding, but they have those kicks pa din naman. That could probably the technique that they can use in our breed battle. Okay. So we ran 100 virtual swimming matchups in a neutral pool around the standard Olympic length. Each dog had equal training and motivation. A rubber ducky toy at the finish line. And the results are, Antina, your bet is on? Showbiz Pro says parang golden kanina.
Labrador ako.
Okay. How about people on playback?
Asa na?
Sino yung mga nag-vote ng golden? I think we saw some goldens. We saw some Labradors.
I gotta go. Yeah, hold on. Let me back read. And it's not working. Hold on. Ta-da! I have too many windows open. Oh, okay. Si Showbiz Bro ata gusto ano eh.
Goldens daw eh. Goldens.
It's not moving.
Okay, well anyway. So, after 100 virtual swimming matchups, the Labrador Retriever wins 73 out of 100 races versus a Golden Retriever who wins by 27
Did you
out
know
of
that?
100 races.
I bet you knew that.
I knew that was going to be the result because, again, I had a Labrador and I had the Golden Retriever, and whenever they swim, my Labrador would probably outpace the Golden. And one thing that I noticed, you know what, that we didn't really share, and you have to consider, the coats of the Goldens.
Oh, that's okay.
They're longer, so it will drag them down.
Okay.
Whereas with the Labradors, they have shorter fur, which is also water repellent.
So may advantage. Daya.
So that kind of helps them swim faster than the Goldens. Hey, you know what? You can also send us a message about our breed battle on our next episode. Give us suggestions. What do you want to have us tackle? Whatever that is. Give us a scenario.
Go up against.
Give us a scenario. Give us 2 dog breeds. And we are going to play that breed battle next episode.
And again, our email, did you find it? Finally, there you go for Furry Tales. Thank you again to Zara. You get a special prize from Pets in the City.
And we love the photo that you sent. We'll show it with the rest.
Yes, we will share it on
pero hindi namin ipopost online.
Ay, yung nga pala bawal. Sabi niya, wag daw.
All right. Furry Tales. But hey, you know what? While I'm looking for it, you can follow me on my socials. It's at Doug Coach Francis. I have my TikTok. I have my YouTube account. Of course, Facebook and on Instagram.
Okay, and just the same, Tina Ryan at the Tina Ryan on Instagram. Although I don't have that much following, according to some people.
To some people?
No, according to one, actually. One. Yeah, I know he's tuned in. Hi. You know who you are.
Well, anyway, so let's have a sino ba yung mga sumama sa atin on playback? Let's greet them on air.
I am Jude, Attorney Peaches. Again, Showbiz Bro. JP, hi JP.
Hello.
Also to, I think I said hi to Enrix already. Christian Dom, Polsky. Okay. Oh, I missed your question, Polsky. I will save it for the next vet, okay? And then there's Serena, and there's Teeny, Mahinda, and Papa Jesus, okay?
All right. Again, you can
there you go.
Send your email at furrytales899@gmail.com. So
again, that's furrytales899@gmail.com. So we're going to be looking forward to your letters and share whatever you want to share about your dogs and your experiences. Not once did Pepper bark. Coach, thank you so much for taking great care of her.
That's what we do at the dog ranch. We train them to be good dog citizens.
I want to express deliver a Covey to you. he starts the barking at home. Oh my goodness. Okay, I hope this one doesn't learn. Catch us back next week.
All right. Again, this is Doug Coach Francis. You guys have a great week ahead. And as always, don't forget to pet your dog.
Leaving you all.
89.9.
Nope. I was going to say I will leave you all with something from Beanie. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Magic 89.9.